introduction to the new Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart game that's coming out. Going to be a truly next-gen experience. Talk about kind of like the chip shortage out there and why it is just becoming increasingly difficult month after month to try and get a PS5 or an Xbox. And then we are going to basically talk about backwards compatibility, kind of ended up, and how we do and don't feel about it, what we do and don't like about it, and things as such.
Things as such.
If that is even a word, I'm not totally sure, but it is now.
Yeah, I'm just still setting it up here, getting the most average corner brought up on my thing here.
It says you are live, my friend.
There we go. Yep.
Am I live? I am. Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, so we're gonna delve a little bit into the next gen situation that everybody's kind of dealing with right now. Uh, Talk about our reactions to some exclusives. Chill, have a little bit of fun. So where do you want to go from here,
Absolutely.
my friend?
Well, I was thinking that for some reason I'm unable to pull up my video on my phone here, so give me just a second. I like to be able to react to chat on my phone. Ghost, thank you. Ghost, you're not a console fan. Well, then this week might not be for you, my friend. You might have to wait till next week because next week we're going to talk into AMD and Nvidia. I'm going to talk about a few things on that next week. But the chip shortage, even though we're talking about console side, this side, it still relates to AMD and Nvidia and the graphics cards out there. I mean, it relates to basically anything that has electronics in it.
Yep, they're pretty much saying that within this year, especially after June, that because of this shortage, TVs, cell phones, any other electronics that has a screen and like a processing power to it, you're looking at increased prices.
Am I live right now? I don't understand if I am or not. It says I am, but I can't seem to. Am I live right now, Whitehill? Can you check it? Check on your phone.
I'm
Because
pretty
I
sure
can't find it on my phone.
I'm pretty sure I'm on your thing right now, and I can see it on my phone.
That's so weird. I can't bring it up on my phone. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. There we go. Weird. So weird. All right. So unbelievably weird. All right. So before we get into the technical stuff and things like that, let's have a little fun. Let's watch this Ratchet and Clank
Bring it.
because honestly, I think it's gonna be pretty exciting. Have you seen it yet?
I have not. I haven't looked much into it, just because of all the other stuff coming out right now.
Okay. Okay. Then we are gonna play it here. Give me just a second. Make this my boom. Audio input capture will be.
But yeah, as of March 24th is what I'm seeing here. Reports that have been steadily worsening since last year, and that supply can't keep up with demand. Consumers are also facing the possibility of price rises, and the likelihood is that more products such as TVs, mobile phones, and cars, even cars, because of what they have in them now, will be impacted as a result of global semiconductor drought.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of insane, honestly. Um, how like well, I mean, I know everybody was talking about it like when the consoles launched. They were like, oh, by 2021 everything will be fine by summertime. But I mean, this is definitely going to go right on into 2022 for sure,
Yeah,
without any
the
doubt.
the fact that I mean COVID still is impacting. Like, of course, we have the vaccines and stuff going on right now, but um, that it's not enough right now. And like they say, it's just the even with some processing um, able to catch up, it's not going to catch up to the demand that's going to continue to grow until like through the holiday season of 2020, 21. Yeah, cannot talk.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's I mean, even Sergeant's saying right here, um, in the business community, they can't even get like computers and stuff reliably. So I mean, it is definitely something that's going to affect everybody, not just consoles. But being a gaming channel, we're gonna, obviously talk about the console side, graphics card side, things like that, and how. Well, gosh darn it, I want all my friends to have a PS5, and I want to go get an Xbox Series X, and I want to have both, but especially if
Not
Elder Scrolls
spending,
stays exclusive. But
yeah, not spending two
I mean, it's
grand
not.
on new
It's
stuff.
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I had to buy a bundle to get my PS5, and I spent almost 1,500 because I had to get like a big bundle of games, the console, the camera, the headset, the charging station, all that in one. Otherwise, I was paying $1,000 for just PlayStation from a scalper or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was not a good time. It definitely wasn't fun. But all right, let's react to this Ratchet and Clank real quick. Let's go ahead and do that.
Throw it on.
Okay. Unmute that. Mute that. Can everybody hear this? No, it's not playing. Okay, hang on one second here.
Looks
Let
good
me
though.
get the audio real quick. I know what I need to change. This the wireless.
Dude, it's been so long since I played any Ratchet and Clank.
Yep, absolutely.
PS2, when I was changing people
There we go.
with the duck gun that they had.
There. Okay, I'm messing everything up here live.
It sounded like it was playing for a second there.
I don't understand why this is going on.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't understand why this is fucking going off. It's pissing me off right now. Back to image transition. There. All right, sorry guys. Still figuring some things out, some technical issues here.
Still new. Still new.
I want to make this audio play through the live stream, but for some reason I can't seem to make it happen. So we'll talk on to our. Jesus Christ, that's insane. How did you really pay that much for that? I forgot that you had to buy that. I forgot that you paid 800 for that shizzle. Okay. There we go.
We can so kind of leading through the new consoles and release. So what another topic that I kind of wanted to touch on was just the basic since launch that the PS5 has had the internal storage space problem, and people got to buy the SSD, and it's a freaking process and everything, and it's like why couldn't you just make the space what it should have been at release, which is at least 1 terabyte of usable memory. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why. Well, so I mean, part of it comes down to, I believe, their specialized audio. I think is part of the problem and why they did, or not audio, their specialized like memory unit, their IO throughput and all that, and that's the reason why supposedly the 800 and what is it
25.
825 gigs is the optimized size or whatever,
And
even though
then
that
what it's
doesn't make sense.
and then what it's stating is that out of that 825 gigs is 667 roughly is actually usable.
Yeah, because with the IO and stuff, the UI and all that. I mean, it takes up memory. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna take up over 100 gigs though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting more like 50 to 60 gigs or something like that. It was
So
much larger than I thought.
beginning of March, it was reported that a firmware update will at long last give players the option of upgrading the storage space through the expansion slot on the PS5. Why this wasn't enabled at launch boils down to Sony having concerns over the console overheating. So there you go. Because of the addition of that tech, they had doubts of it being able to operate without overheating. So what that solution, where was it, is that they're going to the firmware will apparently fix the issue and will enable use of the M.2 SSD expansion slot by increasing the speed that the internal fan can run at. So there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're still waiting on that expansion though. That's the problem. And like Sergeant said, that NVMe runs super hot.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, I mean, Xbox seemed to figure it out. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they have their own weird like thing going on with Seagate and stuff like that. But all right, here we go. Let me try this Ratchet and Clank video again. We're gonna try and watching this and make sure I get actual audio this time, because last time I did not, and that was pretty annoying. So I think we're ready here. I think we're ready to give it a try. Let me know if we get some audio here in just a second. We're gonna find out.
I don't think I hear it, man. Do I have it? Oh, I have it muted on my laptop. That's why.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, there is audio. There is audio. Yeah, I had a bit of an echo there too on accident.
Yeah, my bad. Yep, yep. Oh, there we go. So
So,
I need
I don't know
to
who is or isn't
unmute it.
recorded.
So I gotta. Did that create an echo for you?
Nope, we're good
I
right
need
now.
to unmute it. So I gotta. Did that create
I'm
an
just sitting
echo
here
for you?
watching it right
No,
now.
you're good right now.
Trying to be quiet.
You're nefarious. He looks a lot like
Just sitting
mine.
here
A lot of
watching it
this
right
is
now.
this
Kind of just being
like
quiet.
cutscene right now, or maybe actually. I guess I don't know. I mean,
A lot of this is
it's definitely like. I mean, even the cutscene and the
or
gameplay
maybe
looks
actually. I guess I
pretty
don't.
damn
I don't know.
close.
I mean,
It's hard to tell this looks amazing.
it's definitely like.
It looks like
I
you're
mean,
watching a movie, but you'll be able to play it.
It's pretty cool, dude. Rift apart.
Yep, I think that's gonna be pretty sick. Still have an echo. What do you mean? It should stop now.
Yeah, it was probably
Still
my
echoing?
fault.
No, I don't know. Hang on a second. I think I got it here. How about now?
It was probably my stuff because I had to unmute on the laptop to hear the audio through my stream.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think this happened last time at the beginning, and I think I remember what it was. It was the audio input capture device needed to be mute. Good now, sure, Sergeant. Okay, I need to hear it. It's I'm not totally sure. Hang on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna mute myself for just a second. Alright, so I muted myself so that
Figured it out.
no, not yet. If I do, can you still hear me, sir? So whack, dude. I'm sick of I thought I figured this out. Am I echoing still, or am I done echoing? Yes, what?
Oh boy. Am I echoing too? Dang. Everything is like turned down over here. Hey, thanks, Ghost. Sorry, I didn't have my live chat pulled up on my phone, so I wasn't seeing your text or your chats. But no echo on Keefe's stream, so that's good. I don't hear most average though. Hello?
I muted my mic. Figured it out. We're all good.
Okay, he is back.
There we
We're
go.
back. Hello.
I was talking the whole time on the stream, but I forgot I muted my headset mic there. Because I didn't know if it was like echoing by doing double or not.
Oh,
But you know what I'm
God.
saying?
We got it, guys. Well, not really, but we're figuring it out.
Yeah, we're trash.
It out.
We're trash. Believe me, I understand.
Welcome back, Ghost says. Welcome back.
All right, let's play a little Skyrim in the background, huh? A little bit of that Skyrim action. We'll let that play in the background while we talk about a few other things. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the direction both PlayStation and Xbox are going in.
That's perfect for me too, because I got a big old list of exclusive games that are going to be releasing here.
So yes, exactly. So I want to talk about how the games are. Where's the transition? There we go. That's the one I want. So I want to talk about how Xbox is kind of doing, Game Pass. They're doing backwards compatibility. Well, sort of back. I mean, they're doing backwards compatibility through Game Pass.
Yeah, no, I actually really
you
wanted you to talk about because I haven't looked into that PS Now at all. So it's good that
Yeah, so so obviously with the PS5 you got the PS Plus collection, which is cool. You get like 10 games for free right off the bat. You don't even have to be a PlayStation PS Plus subscriber. You just get, or you have to be a PS Plus subscriber for 1 month. You get the games, bing bam boom, you're done. They're free. They're free forever.
Nice.
But it's not like it's something that they add to every month. It's not like it's something that they add to every week, every month, every year. At least not yet. I mean, it's still new in the generation.
Yep.
And then there's also PS Now, which has like, I actually don't know how many games. It's like four. I feel like it's well over 1,000 games on there. I had the stat pulled up earlier, but I lost it. It's
Okay.
quite a bit. It dwarfs Game Pass though. It absolutely dwarfs Game Pass. So Game Pass has more newer games, more day on date games. Like as a game releases on Xbox, it's right there on Game Pass day one.
Yep.
Whereas with PS Now, it's like 3 years later down the road is when it comes
800
to PS
800
Now.
plus games is what it's saying.
Yeah, on the PS Now, exactly. Yeah, and then it's only like last I checked, it was like under 300 for Game Pass.
Mhm.
But I think it actually got. I know they added like another 50 or so once like Bethesda got acquired and stuff. So Game Pass is definitely growing. Game Pass is definitely a fantastic deal, but I know that they're. I don't know if PlayStation necessarily needs to answer back with Game Pass. I
Mhm.
think PS Now needs to grow, but I don't think it needs to ever be where Game Pass is, where it's doing day and date releases of like PlayStation exclusives. Like
Big
I don't think
games,
that
yeah.
like the next God of War shouldn't be
A
part of a
PS Now
subscription
game.
service. Yeah,
I agree with that totally because those are usually made by bigger companies anyway. They make enough money by themselves. They generally don't need the help of like a service like that. Um, but at the same time, a service like that allows you to play a game like that without having to buy it. So it's um, but I think they'll avoid putting stuff on that because they make enough money on them, on their own.
yeah, like it's definitely like super pro consumer to have a Game Pass. So like I can see that for sure, but until Xbox has games that I want to play, which don't get me wrong, I get that in the next like three years or so, there's gonna be some big games coming out on the side of Microsoft.
Mhm.
But I mean, well, then even if you look at the side of Sony, I mean, Sony started off pretty strong, and it seemed like they were gonna have a bunch of games coming out and stuff, but they've kind of held everything back just because of the fact that nobody can get a PlayStation 5.
I
So
love
I
that.
feel
It's
like they're
playing The Last
delaying.
Guardian in the background.
Yeah, this is the PS Now subscription like trailer. I have that, and then the Game Pass trailer, like just playing on a loop. Like yeah, you could play Last Guardian, you could play Bloodborne, Fallout, you could play.
Did you ever play The Last Guardian?
I have. So this right here, this is not the PS Now. All those games right there are the PS Plus collection. Those are the 10 free games that you get when you get a PS5.
That's pretty. Oh, you get freaking Days Gone. Did you? Oh, on a side note, did you see that Days Gone wasn't gonna get a remake or not a
Yeah, I
remake, a
did. I did
sequel?
see that,
That's so
and
depressing, bro.
I mean, it didn't sell well though.
Ugh.
Like, I mean, it's sold steadily since its launch, but I mean, even the developer said like, "Yo, if you love this game so much, why didn't you buy it at full price?"
Yep, it's true.
So, I mean, I think that was kind of harsh to say from a developer, but I get where he's coming from. It's like, where was all this, fan love when the
Yeah,
game,
because
when the game launched?
zombies were such a huge thing, and yeah, it didn't live up to expectations, and then they offered it a bunch of times as a discounted price, and I think I ended up getting it either for free or for like 70% off or something like that.
Yeah, but like on my chat, Sergeant even said that like, I mean, basically everything's going subscription model. I mean,
Yeah, it's a business
it is,
strategy
yeah. I mean, it worked well in the
for
long run.
online platforming. I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's also the other thing too between Game Pass, PS Now. I mean, there's still at least like 30% of the country, like at least just here in the United States, 30% of the country that doesn't even have above, like 5 megs. Like they're still rocking 5, 10 megabit speeds and stuff. Like they can't be playing on Game Pass, can't be playing PS Now. They can't,
Right.
they have to do, yeah,
they need that hard copy or that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, because of my choice of paying for better internet, is I don't buy any hard copies of games anymore. I have totally moved on from having to put a stack of games into my backpack or something and bringing them over somewhere or whatever. It's like so nice to just be able to just grab my,
Yeah,
my
the
thing.
problem though is you don't technically own anything.
No, I know. And I've had that argument before, but at the same time, just the convenience of having it, man, like that is far greater to
Oh
me.
yeah, absolutely. Like don't get me wrong, dude. I haven't bought a game in like 3 years, brother. Like a physical game in like 3. I think the last game I bought was like shit. I don't know. I'm looking over there right now, and I don't even know. Something like we're looking at Horizon Forbidden West, God of War. I got Wildlands.
The last,
You know,
I think the last
couple
hard copy
randoms.
game I bought was Dragon Age Inquisition, and
Damn.
because I bought the hard copy, I wasn't able to get the DLC. So I still have the hard copy and a couple of our other hard copy of games that I'm going to trade in eventually. And but I got the digital copy of Dragon Age so I could download DLC and play the DLC. So
Yeah. Yep. The main thing that I definitely like about Xbox, and like, dude, this is pretty sick. Have you looked into like the FPS boost
I think you
on
told me about it
Xbox?
the other day, but I didn't
Dude,
fully.
so I mean, this shit's pretty fucking cool. Like, I mean, Xbox, like, give credit where credit's due. Xbox fuck killing it on this end. Like, so you could throw like games like fucking, like, I don't remember exactly what the list of games are, because like they still have to go in and like optimize them a little bit, like older games and stuff.
Yep.
But it's mainly all done through like AI and machine learning. Like, it's not something that like people have to physically go in and do the work for.
Yep.
But it still takes a while for everything to, to be even through a computer program and everything. It takes a while for things to get optimized and ready to go. But we're talking about games like Titanfall 1 and 2, which I know you don't play, but I fuck it. Those are my favorite shooters of all time. Titanfall 1 and 2. You play the games that
I have it on my library. Because it was a PS Plus game at one point.
Yeah, dude. It's the best first-person shooter story. Like, so like the CODs, the Battlefield, all that stuff. So like they always have like a campaign. Titanfall 2 is the best campaign I've ever played.
Really?
Ever. Period. Like out of any like Call of Duty like FPS style game, like, dude. So because you get like a Titan obviously, and like the Titan itself has so much like charisma, and it's just such a likable character. Like, trust me, once you start playing it, you're gonna be like, wow, I'm never gonna play online, but you were right. This is fucking awesome. And like the movement is so cool, like doing wall running and shit like that. Like all that stuff is just like a ton of fun. Once you get like
parkour.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get smooth with it, it's a ton of fun. But yeah, you can play that game at like originally on console 30 FPS. Now 120.
Yep.
You can go back and play Oblivion 120 FPS.
Yep.
You can go back and play Fallout 120 FPS.
Yep.
Like, these are games that I kind of don't go back and play now that I'm spoiled with 60 FPS and up.
Because of that very fact.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to go back and play like 30 FPS. Like, after you get used to 60 and 120 FPS, like 30 is jarring.
Yeah.
Like, yep. It's jarring to go back and play like a third. Like, I played Stranded Deep the other day, or I guess it's like a month ago now, which is like, it's just like a survival game where you get obviously stranded in like the middle of the ocean on some islands or whatever. I don't know if you've seen the game or not.
Yep.
But I was playing that and it was 30 FPS, and like the game was fun, but I was like, wow, this is just like,
I just can't play it because it
hurts. Yeah, like, I didn't really have any other way to explain it. Yeah. Like, it just hurt.
Yeah,
and
it hurt my eyeballs, man.
But that's the main thing that Xbox is doing like phenomenal, and like that I want PlayStation to do is because the one thing that I look at it as is like gaming for the longest time. I've always wanted to be more respected as an art form and less as like just like a piece of media, more as like an artistic expression and things like that. And to do that, we have to have preservation. You can't be an art and not preserve it. Like if you don't preserve it, then no one's going to know of it down the line, 10,
Yep.
15 years down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
if you took care of it, like, my uncle can still go out and grab his Sega Genesis and pull it out and be like, oh, let's play some Sonic. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah,
can't.
some like Atari or Super, like, yeah, I was actually playing Super Mario on what was it? Super Nintendo probably 3 or 4 months ago over at my buddy's
Yeah,
house because he maintained it.
yeah, yeah. No, it's a ton, and it's fun, dude. I mean, it's definitely fun to go back and play those games. Who doesn't like to? I mean, I don't know if I could sit down and play a whole game, but nostalgia carries you through for a little while, just playing it and stuff, which is fun.
Yeah, for sure. I love those games where nostalgia alone can bring you through. Like when I was playing, so having the remake of Shadow of the Colossus.
Hmm.
There's an example. Like that game I spent so many hours on PS2. But coming back and replaying it, like I beat it one time through. Uh,
Yep.
but what carried me was the nostalgia because I already knew the story and stuff like that. It felt great to play it again. But there were so many things that were missing that I felt like could have been like maybe a sequel or a different style of game that was the same idea, like would have added in. But at the same time, the very rustic, basic style of that game is also what made it beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. Um, but yeah, I mean that's definitely like I actually haven't even beaten that. Yeah, I started playing. I think I'm like halfway through of like the remake or whatever, and it's fucking gorgeous, dude. It's amazing.
Yeah,
So much
dude.
fun to play, but I just other shit came out and stuff, so I don't remember what it was, but I remember I got
It's
distracted by other
very
stuff.
it's very slow moving because there's nothing else to do except fight the Colossus. So it's like there's no fast travel. There's no other enemy, small enemy that you can grind on or beat or anything. It's just like, are you ready for a battle? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and they are cool though. Like I mean, they're basically just giant moving puzzles,
Yeah,
which I
that
mean, that's what makes the game fun.
it's such a good game, man.
But
They
yeah,
did
I
they did
definitely hope
add one
that.
thing though during in the
Oh,
remake.
with
They added
the
those
yeah,
coins.
yeah,
So,
they did. They did. Blue Point does fucking awesome work with remakes, dude. Blue Point is top tier in their class for sure. I mean, between that, you look at Demon Souls, which I also haven't beaten yet because
hey,
I'm a loser.
greetings, Wiccan. How are you tonight? She is here.
Wiccan,
She is
how are you, my
here.
friend? How are you?
Tip of the cap, ma'am.
Tip of the cap, ma'am. I thought that was pretty funny.
I can see it. Dude,
uh,
you know what popped in my head when you said that is Will Smith from the West, Wild Wild West.
oh, really? I was thinking of Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2 when I did it. I was, ma'am.
Man, I think that's gonna be the one of the next games that I stream is Red Dead.
Red Dead, have you played it at all yet, or
Negative, sir.
you play the first kind of second one? I mean, so it's the first game, but it's the sequel technically.
Yes, I did play that one.
Oh, you did. So you played with. So that part's really cool, being able to see like the origins of John's
Of
story and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That part's
That's
really cool. So, I mean, you'll probably do better than I did. I had to play the game in two parts because it's long and it's tedious. But you do better with tedious stuff than I do.
I do.
So you might be able to just power through. But I don't know. I got to a point of where because like everything is like an ultra realistic long animation. Like
Yeah.
it's 12 seconds every time you want to skin an anime. 12 seconds wasted every time.
So they
And
make it just everything drawn out so that it feels more
yeah, I mean,
realistic.
because it's real, they tried to make it more cinematic, but like, dude, it's still a video game at times. Like, you gotta recognize, like, you should at least have the option to like quick skin or quick craft or shit like that when you're playing
Wiccan
100+ hours of a game.
Wiccan is saying I have the patience of a saint.
You definitely, especially compared to me, my friend, dude. Like, patience is my weakest of all flaws. If I had to pick one, it's definitely patience. Like I had this dude today, or this lady today that was looking at me, and she's like, on my job or whatever. She's like, so you can bring the cable from like that one side of the house over to the other side, and I was like, I mean, I could, but like I got to climb a pole, and I got to climb the other pole, and then I got to put a cable between
And
the
you
two
like
poles.
totally
Like, you
could.
think that like you could do that maybe while I'm, the 45 minutes I'm fucking outside maybe? Like, dude, I just so little patience, and she could see it on my face, dude. It
Dude,
was
it
like my
was
5th job of the day.
was it snowing where you were? Because it was friggin' snowing here.
Up in Johnson,
It was
really?
snowing today, dude.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Getting super off topic now. Sorry, guys. No, it didn't snow. It got cold. It definitely got real cold, like in the like mid 30s today, and like windy as fuck. But it didn't snow.
I woke up with snow in my car, brother.
Oh, that's rough, dude. I didn't see that. I didn't get any snow. At least I didn't. Maybe we did last night. No, we didn't. We would have had something on the cars this morning. So no. Shit. That's funny as hell. What the hell were we talking about? I'm so lost now.
I don't know,
But
man.
I don't
Got
know
off
either. But
topic.
all right, yeah, let's look back at the stream. There, that's right. We're talking about Game Pass and shit.
Yeah. Well, we
But yeah,
were.
no, I just and backwards compatibility and stuff like that mainly, and
Yeah.
like game preservation. But
Yeah.
I do hope that PlayStation
Nostalgia.
answers back with that side of things. I hope PS Now becomes the way of preserving the PS1, 2, 3 games. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And like, and there needs to be like an upscaling of being able to play them at either 1080 or 4K. I mean, like I don't know. Streaming, I guess, is tough at 4K right now with infrastructure and stuff. So I'm okay if I can stream 1080 60.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
cool with that all day, especially
Yeah.
with old school games.
Once I get the ability to have 60.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'll never go back to 30. Absolutely not. Not a chance in hell am I ever going back to 30. But 60, I'm all down. I'm down to play some like Morrowind at 60 FPS.
Dude, that would be insane. I would love to jump in some
That'd be so
Morrowind
sick,
again.
dude. Xbox, I hate you so much because of
Yeah.
that. I wish like Morrowind's not even on Sony. But speaking of not on Sony, talk a little Cyberpunk real quick because I think the rumor is the next hotfix might bring it back to Sony.
Really?
It might. It just might. I'm not totally sure yet.
Even PS4?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should. And then hopefully, yeah, here. Let me do this.
Because depending, again, due to the chip shortage and the game availability still being mostly on the choice to be able to do it on PS4 and PS5, like for me, at this point being almost, almost halfway through 2021, there's almost no point for me to go out and spend the money on a PS5 especially
Yeah,
if they're releasing the main one of the main games that I wanted to play on PS5 was Cyberpunk, but if they're gonna bring it back, man, I might consider.
Yeah, but you also got to think. 60 FPS. Everything is better. Like, dude, I'm telling you, everything's better at 60 FPS. Literally everything.
I know I have played it, but again, I have, as Wiccan said, the patience of a saint.
I also don't. There's certain things that just play better on, and like obviously more power, better console. That's given from generation to generation. Things play better on the next generation, but there are like games that have streaming like asset issues and stuff, where like details load in late and stuff. Like all of that is just eliminated with the next gen, which is nice.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks about Cyberpunk though is that like I still play the PS4 Pro version, even though I play on a PS5. Like there's no next gen version of Cyberpunk yet or anything.
Right. It's just playing that PS4 version on your PS5.
Yeah. At least they unlocked the frame rate though, so you can play at 60. Because there are still some like pro games that are still just locked at 30.
Yeah. When I played Valhalla, when my buddy brought over his Series X, man, it's just like I said, the smoothness The
Yeah,
the
Valhalla is
fact
good.
the fact that you're not spending half of your time during those loading screens, man, because that is so god dang
Oh my god,
rough.
dude, I was like, dude, I can like smoke a bowl, make dinner, like jerk off, like during your live streams on those loading screens. Like it's insane.
It's rough. It's rough. And you see me like talking about it, and like I sit there and
Oh,
like run around in circles and shit like that, and I'm just like,
like
bro, like this is enough.
like if somebody were to watch like our Skyrim streams side by side, like in the time you load, like I've gone to 3 cities.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it's I honestly forgot because it's been so long. I mean, I've had the PlayStation 5 now for three months, pretty
Hmm.
much all year,
Yeah.
all of 2021, pretty much. I got it sometime in like February, I think.
How much did you pay for
Um,
yours?
around like 1400. I mean, I don't know because I got a bundle, so like around 1400 is what the total. I think it was like 13 something.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep. I
Um,
knew it was gonna be around like 1,000 with the other
yeah, I mean,
stuff
if you
because you
wanted to
got.
just buy the PlayStation, then yeah, you're looking at like 800. I mean, obviously unless you buy it legit, but I bought it off eBay, so.
Yep.
But it was all new in packaging, so nothing had been opened or
They had
anything
just
like that,
bought
which
it
is
and
nice.
then wanted to make money on it.
Yeah, 100%. And I was the sucker enough to make. I wanted it bad, dude. I
Yeah,
did.
I
And
know.
honestly, I wanted it bad to play Cyberpunk, and then Cyberpunk was fucked. And then I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude? This is."
This
So
is
then I beat
rough.
Cyberpunk on my PS4 Pro, and I remember watching and like seeing like the videos definitely exaggerate a little bit. Like the game is trash, or not trash. The game was fucked. There's no argument from me there. The game had some issues, but it wasn't unplayable.
Yeah,
It
you were still
wasn't.
able to beat it. So I mean, there's that.
Yeah, like I didn't like there were moments that were immersion breaking, but there was nothing that was like just like I never once like saw a the whole time on PS4 Pro, not one T pose, whole game.
Yep.
And like that's the biggest meme of the game is T pose. And like I only crashed probably like 10 times maybe. And I mean that's probably more than you should crash on a console. I mean consoles rarely ever crash, but still, I just don't think it was as bad. Again, that's different than a baseline console, like the
For
baseline
sure.
PS4, the baseline Xbox. But like it was playable. I got through it. I put 125 hours or something on the PS4 Pro before I switched over to PS5,
Yep.
and it doesn't play much different on the 5 versus Pro other than the 60 FPS, and I would say like crowd density is a little bit higher on the 5. And then
just
obviously the texture assets
yeah, I was
screaming
gonna
better
say
and
there's got to
faster.
be texture assets, but like
Yeah, yeah. But I would say that the very last topic that I was thinking of ending on is basically what your predictions over the next, let's say 2021 is. What do you think? What direction do you think each console is going to go with? Do you think Bethesda is going to be exclusive? Do you think PlayStation is going to answer back with Game Pass? I mean, what are you thinking, Keefe? What do you think the next year is going to be like after everything we've discussed and talked about today?
obviously there's going to be some kind of competition for their subscription services. So, um, as Sargent said, everything is moving towards that kind of a model now where, you know, you pay a certain amount a month or a 6 month or a 12 year or 12 month thing, and you have access to a database of whatever that company has. So,
Yep.
um, I believe that if the Elder Scrolls series becomes totally exclusive to Xbox,
I'm gonna hang myself.
they're they are going to have to change because of that one game, because of the fan base in that one series. I
Do
think
you really
Sony
think the fan base is that big? I mean, like I know you and I love it, and like people we talk to love
I
Elder
think
Scrolls,
I
but
think the because they've made people wait a decade, dude, as soon as they have a release date, people are going to be clicking on pre-orders.
I mean, it is the number one highest selling non-shooter of all time.
Like, dude, it's they've just
Skyrim is, that is.
they remade Skyrim 4 times, right?
I was expecting Skyrim to come to next gen too, to be honest with you. I thought for like I was like 99% sure that
Don't count it
Almighty
out
Todd
yet,
Howard
dude.
was gonna remaster Skyrim for
Don't
the.
count it out. We could
I
absolutely
think
see
they'll
it
remaster Fallout 4 for the
for
before they
next
do
gen.
Skyrim
Yeah.
to test because that was what the Skyrim remaster was to test out the engine for like Fallout 4.
Okay. Alrighty.
And then I mean I know Fallout 4 came out before the Skyrim remaster or the special edition, but that was like I was reading reading like an interview and stuff after and watching like a documentary on Bethesda, and that's why they remastered and did the special edition
Mhm.
was to test what was new in the engine, what they could do in the engine, like for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, we pretty much just remade this anyway. You want to just release it? Yeah, fuck yeah, just do it. And then they all
We'll
released
make
it.
money.
Yeah, exactly.
They love it. Like that's what I'm saying though, is like people love the Elder Scrolls enough to buy. Like I've almost gone out and bought VR Skyrim just for the fact that I've played it every other way. So it's like why not just freaking get the VR and shoot fire out of both my hands wherever I want to. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So
It's
and again, I was willing to almost pay I almost like I still have time. That's the thing. Is like I still have time.
you do still have time, my friend.
I
I don't know if that's the right call, but you do have time.
But I think that the Elder Scrolls series and fan base and the demand and the fact that they've made the fan base wait long enough, if they do decide to release that only on Xbox, it's going to change the direction that Sony has to go.
Yeah, 100%. I think
because of that one series.
I think Sony and Xbox have like a 5-year plan that a lot of people don't know. I mean, obviously none of us know. We're not insiders or anything. I mean, even the people that are insiders are still stupid as fuck. But I definitely think that Sony and Microsoft have a plan. I think there are some parts that like, oh, Sony saw Microsoft do this. Okay, let's try and do something. Microsoft saw Sony do this. Blah blah blah. But I think they're definitely going in like separate directions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they have like their own 5-year, 10-year. I think Microsoft is playing a 10-year game, whereas Sony's playing a 5-year game.
Yeah,
and
Microsoft is just using its continued PC delving to enhance their console, and it shows.
I mean the infrastructure of good. Just looking at the stream right now with the Skyrim.
I'm watching too.
One of the new mods I just added was it redid all the inns, so every inn in Skyrim is now different rather than them all kind of looking the same. So it's definitely one that I love. Actually, I had someone comment on one of my streams and saying that I got to upload my mod list. So I'll probably do that on my next Skyrim stream.
There you go, man.
But I feel like this is a good spot to end it up. Wrap it in. What are you thinking?
I'm good with it, man. I still gotta get my daily Valhalla stream on.
Yep, absolutely. I still got to well, I guess I have nothing to do. I have no life.
I have nothing to do but look into more videos to make. Okay.
But hey, as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and go make some average plays. Thank you for stopping by. If you do enjoy the content, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to swing on over to Keefe's channel as well and do the same.
Because I am here and I am playing pretty much every single day of the week between Skyrim, Valhalla, and hopefully Red Dead Redemption starting soon. So yeah, stop on by, leave a like, have some fun, and hope to catch you guys all soon again.
Absolutely. Thank you guys, and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.